Family and friends are mourning the loss of a University of South Carolina student who was killed after police say she got into a person's car that she thought was her Uber ride. Samantha Josephson was leaving an outing with friends Friday when she got into the man's car, thinking it was the Uber she called. There's the video there. And the next day, her body was found 90 minutes from campus. Officers used surveillance video to track down the suspect's car.
We believe that she simply mistakenly got into this particular car thinking it was an Uber ride.
Nathaniel Rowland was taken into custody and has been charged with murder and kidnapping. Rowland waived his right to appear at a bond hearing yesterday. Police say Samantha's blood and cell phone were found in Rowland's vehicle.
Makes you stop and ask the question why, right?
Yeah.
Samantha's murder provoking a new warning for anyone who uses ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, the companies and law enforcement reminding customers to be cautious when catching a ride. Still,
this poses the bigger question, do you feel safe using a ride-sharing service? You can let us right now on our website, WXYZ.com/vote.
7 Action News reporter Amira David spoke with local law enforcement about how to avoid that scenario from ever happening here. Amira.
Dave, Glenda, the reality is it could happen anywhere. And I spoke to Wayne State Police about the 3 things anyone must do before getting in the car with a stranger.
It's just been a really great service to use and just easy.
Metro Detroiters, huge fans of ride-hailing services like Uber and Lyft. In fact, a third of Americans say they've used one before. The companies have built a large network of trust with customers, but it's something one man took advantage of over the weekend in South Carolina when 21-year-old university student Samantha Josephson was found dead 14 hours after getting into a car she mistakenly thought was her Uber.
There's evil people out there that, prey on the weak people and look for situations like that.
Including right here in Metro Detroit, says Wayne State Campus Sergeant Robert Hack.
A lot of people don't know the difference between certain car manufacturers or certain car types. So they might think when a car pulls up to the corner that it's their car and just hop in it without paying any attention to what they're getting into.
Wayne State students acknowledging drinking alcohol could make you especially vulnerable.
Yeah, I can see people making that mistake, unfortunately.
I mean, intoxication, you let a whole lot of different emotions and thought processes down. It's very possible.
It's the very reason ride-hailing services have a system that allows you to know exactly who's driving you and in what car. Before any ride, Sergeant Hack says to check 3 things off your safety list. Always start with asking the driver for a name. Double check the car make and model. Then walk around and look at the license plate. If any of it doesn't match your info, ditch the ride. And if you're already in the car, don't be afraid to make a call.
If the driver hears you tell this person their license plate number or describe the car, and they're not actually a Lyft or Uber driver, that might discourage them from doing something bad.
And I want to point out that we do not know if alcohol was a factor in the incident that happened in South Carolina. But if you know somebody who's drinking on any particular night and planning on taking a Lyft or an Uber, make sure to use the buddy system. Go out with them to the area where they're picking up the car and make sure they're getting in the right vehicle. Then, of course, make sure they get home safely. For now, I'm reporting in Detroit, Amira David, 7 Action News.
Such a shame. Amira, thank you, though, for the update.